every day. Hi there. Welcome to the BONZOLEUM channel. I'm going to do a clinic. Woo! Da, 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 da. Black keys on a piano. I'm going to do a clinic October 28th of this year, 2017, at Drums Etc. in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And I'll put a link up to Drums Etc's like Facebook site and stuff. So think about that, man. I get to do a clinic October 28th, 2017. Wow, it's like right before Halloween. I could wear my Michael Myers mask that I have floating around here somewhere. But isn't it exciting? The dude Rick, man, he owns the joint. He's super cool. It's just really neat. I'm so flattered. It'll be really cool. You know what's so funny, though? Suddenly I'm getting all these offers, like the phone's ringing off the hook, and emails from like some similar drum companies to endorse them, which is really nice. Just kidding. But my daughter said, she's like, but Dad, that's terrific, but what if nobody comes? I was like, that never occurred to me. So it'll be me and Rick and a couple of the plays hanging out, banging on the drums, wolfing down Matt's chocolate chip cookies. So if nobody comes, that's what's going to happen. So there you go. So here we are. This is it. So I'm going to play the Drums Etc. song that I'm now christening I'm going to make up right here on the spot. Let's see. Hopefully you can hear me singing. Put my mic. This is the sweet. Remember this. This is one of the key sweet spots for a microphone, at least on a drum kit. It really is, because you notice that how good the drums sound when you're here. Then if you walk around, I mean, they don't really sound good from the side of the shell, right? So. So the Drums Etc. song, well, I should say the Drums Etc. clinic. God, that's so cool, a clinic. I'm doing a clinic, man. Wow. I'll probably get beat up by somebody. And it's like, yeah, see, that's not how he played in the evening. You know what I mean? I'll be on the floor all in a ball. That's actually happened to me before. That's another. God, did I tell that BONZOLEUM story? Probably. Battery in Milwaukee. That'll come down when I took a beating. All right, anyway, so the clinic song. I'm gonna do a clinic. I'm gonna do a. It rushed. I'm gonna do a clinic. I'm gonna. A clinic. It's gonna be real fun. So, not much of a theme song, but I'm excited. It's going to be so nifty. So if anybody, I mean, I wouldn't imagine, I mean, if anybody in the Lancaster area can make it out, I think it's just like an hour drive from New York if anyone wants to come, but it should be fun. We'll have a blast. I'm not kidding. So he said he'd get maybe an amber Vista light. 26, 14, 16, 18. Wouldn't that be cool? And we can do stuff too, man. I mean, I just won't play the drums myself. Maybe we'll have other people come on up and bang it out. Maybe some dude will come up and be like, observe. And he comes up and nails each and everything I've been trying to do. You know what would really suck? For like 10 seconds, I'd be like, But then I realized, like, well, at least we Bonzoites have an additional resource. But he couldn't have my channel, he or she. I'd still make my videos, lick my wounds, try to improve. What else? But yeah, it's really, really neat, man. I'm thrilled. I don't know what to say. Merchandising. Maybe I should bring a bunch of t-shirts and like pens and coffee mugs. I won't do that. At some point I will get t-shirts out there, but I need a really cool design if people want them. I don't know. But it's really all about Zeppelindom and drums and getting better on the drums and having fun. So anyway, I'm still preparing for this third tribute gig I'm going to do in Carpentersville, Illinois, August 18th. Trying to make sure I nail all the stuff. What else is going on? I'm going to make more videos. Again, I started remaking the videos that had bad sound. Poor Tom, Jennings Farm Blues, which I had never made a video for. Somebody had asked about it, and they're like, hey, you know, would you make this for me? And I'll pay you some dough, because I'd made that suggestion of the video. But then I thought, you know, let me just make the Jennings Farm video. And so I did. And so hopefully that's helpful. Of course, I did always count the lead in, I think. Well, never mind. I'll edit that out. But yeah, so it's really thrilling, man. I'm just thrilled. I don't know what to say. Except thank you, Rick, at Drums Etc. And so if anybody can make it October 28th, that'd be nice. I'm gonna make more videos. I gotta remake the videos. I gotta go back. It's gonna take a lot of legwork, because I'll go back and see what videos I thought were maybe the people, you know, the people that, the hits that have the most, I guess, for the songs, which seemed the people who watch the videos voted up by how many times they've seen the views, is what I'm trying to say. So I'll give that a whirl. And then what else? So I'm just thrilled, man. I don't know what to say. I just do not know what to say. So that's it. I don't want to sit here and just babble all day, but I'm honored. I'm thrilled and honored and thrilled. And so that's it. Oh, I'll show you some of my progress. At the end of Rock and Roll Live, I think I finally have the speed down. You know what, in 73, when Bonham does that extra thing at the end of Rock and Roll, you know, he plays Rock and Roll, the solo at the end, a little differently. Probably from my experience, I got to tell you, man, playing rock and roll, at least with the traditional eighth notes method I've been using my whole life, just drains all the energy out of my arm. So I'm really trying to do like a molar pump thing. And if you watch that footage, go on YouTube. Well, you're on YouTube right now if you're watching this. Open up in another window, Rock and Roll, 1973. You'll see it on there, and they're cranking it out. And at the end, when Bonham's like he does that like 3 times, and then he goes in kind of the sweep. But then he does this, which I think I finally kind of have down. Instead of, I don't want to fake it. Of course, now I won't be able to pull it off. So this might be a little hit. This might be a little hit or miss. Okay. So he does something along the line. I can't bring it up in my Rolodex of how to do it now. I'm just so I don't want to spend 10 minutes. But it's like. But anyway, he works his way into the. But just a little bit, and then he goes to the regular triplets. But then he goes. But the neat thing is when I was learning this, like when I was trying to get this faster, I realized how at the end I'd be totally out of gas. So, but then it almost sounds like. I did that several times, and that's what Bonham does on the live. Of course, maybe he was doing that on purpose. So instead of at the maybe he is just trying to do that. Kind of morph into the. Lancaster, good night. So yeah, it'll be great. So you can tell I'm thrilled. This is how I get when I get excited. I talk a lot more than usual, which is, if you can believe it. Again, so I'll end the video now because otherwise I'm just going to keep going off on silly things. So I will bring a couple of my favorite cymbals. What else should I bring? Maybe I'll bring... You know what I might do? You know what I might do? And George Flutus is going to kill me for this. But maybe I'll do this anyway. My blue Crolite, you see in the videos, that sounds so fat and bonamy. Like, look, when Flutus is playing here at my house, and some other videos I have, how bonamy that blue Crolite... By the way, the blue Crolite that I refer to is just a regular 70s 6.5 by 14 superphonic that, you know, oftentimes they didn't really plate those that well. I think on aluminum Ludaloy, you're supposed to put a plating of zinc on before then you put the copper, nickel, and then the chromium. I think some might have gone to the plater and gone right to copper over the aluminum. You know what I mean? So hence that's why you get all the pitting. I think that's what somebody explained to me once. But anyway, so what people do sometimes, they take all the hardware and stuff off and they paint the shell. Okay, and so that's what somebody did, sort of like a blue galaxy coating on it. But I think, and I'm gonna say it right now, I'm gonna bring that baby to Lancaster, Pennsylvania on October 28th, 2017 at the BONZOLEUM Clinic. I want neon lights that say BONZOLEUM, like, but I'll bring it, and we'll do a raffle, man. So who's ever there, I think they can fit 75 people in there. So somebody will win that drum. It's a great drum. I shouldn't do this. Again, I'll probably be assassinated by George Flutus upon this announcement. But that's what I'll do. So I'm going to bring that drum. Hang on. This drum, not the case, because I love the case. Nobody gets the case. You can see my Ludwig. But this drum will be brought to Lancaster, Pennsylvania. This is it, the blue Crolite, somebody painted over it. That's it, baby. I tuned it up pretty high for the gigs I was playing, so it would kind of cut across the stage. Anyway, so that's it. I'll bring that, and so it'll be nice. So if anybody can make it to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, October 28th, 2017, this coming October 28th, please do. Anyway, more videos on the way. I'm going to start really cranking out the videos, the BONZOLEUM videos that where the sound was really bad in the picture too, and just sort of remaking them. And I've made plans with now a friend of mine, a good man, Nate Van Slyke. He is just as crazy about Zeppelin Bonham as I am, and George is, and Bob is, and the rest of us, although he might be a little crazier. And he really, dude, he's like Mr. Zeppelin. We're going to have a big party. You know what I mean? He's talking about we should have like a big John Bonzo Bonham party. But he's a super duper good dude. Reminds me of my cousin Kevin. Big golden, they actually look alike. But he has made arrangements with one of his dudesicles to video the coming August 18th Carpentersville Cashmere tribute gig. Remember, I'm playing with Cashmere. Some gigs with Cashmere. That's Frank Livingston's Cashmere. God love him. He's a really good dude. He busts his arse and he plays terrifically and it's really neat. But here's the deal. He's gonna, Nate is gonna have, he and his buddy are gonna tape the show. Okay, so I told him I really want it from the front if we can, because I kind of want the sound coming from the stage. You know, I don't want, sometimes when you're standing right on the stage, the sound there could be a little dinky, you know what I mean? So, but we'll use images hopefully from the side too. So if I can get an image, like if the camera, let's say, is here, but back about 15 feet, so you can see, you know, you'll be able to see, you know, how I'm playing the bass drum and stuff or whatever. So it should be really nice. I just better not suck in that gig or it'll be bad. So anyway, thanks for subscribing. Hopefully I'll see some of you folks in Lancaster, Pennsylvania on October 28, 2017 at the BONZOLEUM Clinic. Yes, sir. Anyway, please subscribe if you haven't. More videos on the way. Thanks.